In case any of you guys were ever wondering just why it is I rag so much on the population of the West Coast server, this video should paint a more vivid picture than any words of mine possibly ever could. So we've ended up on Lakeville in the Covenanter. It's Encounter. Being a light tank, and not really knowing how low tier Lakeville works, I decide to just go down the middle, which is pretty standard fare for any kind of tank with spotting range. Obviously this thing isn't going to be as effective because I can't shoot into town. Again, gun range, this thing's an autocannon technically, limited range, can't shoot forever like most tanks. Well, I don't think they can even shoot forever. I think there's a render distance range limit, but you never run into it, so it's all academic, basically. I come up to this spotting position, I don't quite have the view range I'd like, and then an Su-85 moves in next to me. Well, why bother? So I push up to the next bush, and then the cluster of rocks, and then I still haven't seen anybody and nobody's seen me, so I begin to wonder just how far I can push up here without being spotted. And the curiosity is just a little bit too much for me to handle, and so up I go. Nobody's shooting at me yet. This isn't normal. Normally you would not even get halfway up here without being shot at. I'm actually on their base ramp, and I'm not being shot at. Just how deep does this rabbit hole go? Well, let's find out. Holy mother of fuck, what is this? A T1 Heavy with his back to me, aiming over his engine deck towards a city driving into a rock. He's still got his back to me, so although he gets one shot in, I'm able to wreck his fuel tank, set him on fire, burn him to death because of course he's not carrying a fire extinguisher. And then the Su-85B, who crashes into me, just drives straight into their base. Well, their spawn, it's not standard battle, so I guess technically their base. So not only is the Su-85B now loose on the guys in Valley, without them realising it, because they probably don't have their minimaps enabled, but I am now able to drive up behind all the shit in City. As you can imagine, because of this thing's gun, and because all of them were no doubt distracted by our own tanks to their south, I had the biggest shit-eating grin you could imagine on my face, and if you ask Adrid, I was pretty much cackling in between bursts of wondering what the fuck was going on in TeamSpeak. I was very confused, but very happy. So, first target, Lux. He's a serious threat to me because of his gun. He's also the lowest health thing here, and an easy kill. Auto aim. It's quick, it's going to pen no matter where I hit him. Don't need to manual aim. Now I should have reloaded here, as Hellsaw rightly pointed out when I posted this replay in the thread, but I only lost 96 damage out of it, if that. Actually, I don't think I lost any damage out of it because I would have been reloading anyway from the second burst. The Martyr takes a swing and a miss. He would have killed me there. Well, actually no, he wouldn't have. It would have taken 2 hits, but points for trying. And now this is the part where I discover I can actually pan a T14 Heavy through the side. So, that's 1241 damage in a Covenanter, a tier 4 light tank, on Lakeville, in a tier 5 game, and my first 660 damage was a tier 1 heavy. Now, if this doesn't demonstrate the sheer... I'm struggling for a word right now. Like, I know I'm not good unscripted at the best of times, but I'm just struggling to think how to describe this. This is standard NA West play. They do things which just defy all logic. I mean, I know it's Encounter, so there's no point defending your spawn, but not having somebody spot down that middle, or not even having somebody in position to stop people coming up the middle, I mean, that's like Lakeville 101. You don't let somebody come blazing down the middle and then, you know, the Su-85 went one way and I went the other way and that was it for their team. There's curtains. If that was a high tier game and I'd been, say, like a T62 or an STB1, holy fuck the damage I would have wreaked. In fact, it would have been basically the same, just with bigger damage numbers, because this thing is pretty much the STB of its tier. No armor, great DPM, and kind of shitty gun handling. But it's just incredible. I really didn't understand what was going on. I had to stop and take a break after this match because I was just so confused by what the fuck their team was trying to do. Especially that T1 heavy, like, how? He hit me once. How do you be that bad at a tier 5 heavy that you let a tier 4 light tank beat up on you like that? It's just incredible. But yeah, this is why I like the Covenanter. It provides a lot of comedy moments like this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't played on NA West and you're beginning to feel curious and want to see this for yourself, don't do it. There are people out there who love you. Until next time, I wish you the best of luck in the field, and I'll see you on the next one, which will be some M41 Bulldog gameplay.